Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, and today I'm back for episode 1 of a brand new series on my channel. Yes, I'm firing up NHL 16, and I'm starting a Be a Pro with the center, Percy Bunyan. So if you guys have been following my channel really for more than a month now, you would have seen some EASHL 16 beta videos about a month ago, like I said, and my character in the EASHL 16 beta was Percy Bunyan. Now, I really never imagined that spawning into a YouTube series. That's kind of why I made him such a weird-looking character. If you guys remember, Percy Bunyan, known for having being a black-skinned, but also having a very weird white beard. It's not known whether his white beard is just natural or if he bleaches it. He will not say. And it's also really unsure if Percy Bunyan is of Paul Bunyan's descent. It's not known if the two are related. Of course, Paul Bunyan, sort of a folklore, a myth of sorts. He's kind of an urban legend, and it's really unclear if Percy is related, but the thought is that they probably are. Somewhere along the road, someone in the Bunyan family must have married an African-American woman, and the rest is history, of course. So anyway, we are starting up the Percy Bunyan Be a Pro series. He's a two-way forward from Halifax in Nova Scotia. Of course, he's from Halifax, as that is the EASHL 16 he plays for, his hometown team, the Halifax Highlanders. And we are ready to fire up our first game of the Memorial Cup. So the way this goes in NHL is you can either pick your own NHL team and hop right into NHL play. You can be drafted in the NHL draft, in which you got to play in the Memorial Cup for the juniors, or you can play a whole season of junior hockey. Now, honestly, I don't have the patience for that, so I decided to go with the NHL draft, which means we have got a couple Memorial Cup games here. We've got round robin play, which is the first 3 games, and then potential for 2 more games after that if we do well enough in round robin play. So we've got our first game here against the Rimouski Oceanic. Of course, I put Percy on the Oshawa Generals. I thought about putting him on his hometown team, the Halifax Mooseheads, but I wanted to play in the OHL because that is quite often regarded as the best junior hockey league. And of course, this year it featured the likes of Connor McDavid and Dylan Strome, 2 of the top 3 picks in this past year's draft. So I thought it would be the best way to play. So if you guys have ever watched any of my NHL videos, you would know I prefer the overhead camera angle. Of course, I forgot to set that before this game, and then of course, because of that, we get absolutely shit on here in the first series, or the first sequence, really. So I quickly switched the camera back. Now we're down 1-0, but Bunyan here trying to get back into the swing of things, as he's looking for the puck here down low and goes behind the net. This is something I quite often like to do. Feeds that one in front, but he gets knocked down. And still 1-0 game here now later in the first period. Take a look at this. Great pass over to Michael Dowcall, one of the top prospects for the New York Islanders, but he could not finish. But take a look at this move. Around the defense, in and out, and he scores! Percy Bunyan, his first goal in Memorial Cup play. Not even 10 minutes into the first period, and he gets the Generals on the board, knots the game up at 1. So for this episode, I just wanted to get all of the games for junior hockey in. So this is going to be mainly highlights. The clips I show in this game, or really in this episode, are going to be a little bit different than the ones I'll probably show when I start making videos when Percy's in the NHL or in the AHL, if that's where whatever team drafts him decides to put him. But you saw a big hit there. Now start of the second period here. We win the faceoff and things are underway. Bringing it into the zone is Michael Dowcall. Back to Bunyan now, carrying it around the left side, slows up, feeds that one across to Tobias Lindbergh, but he could not finish it home. And now later in the second period, in front, pass to the slot, great save there by the goalie. He stacks the pads and keeps that one from the back of the net. But you can see it's a 3-3 game right now, so a lot of offense going. If you guys are wondering, I'm playing on Superstar, and I think my game style was simulation to start things out, although I will change that. You guys will see later in the episode. But there's another assist for Bunyan. He's got a second of the game now, so 1 goal and 2 assists so far in our first game of the Memorial Cup, and then a nice move there, but a good save by the goalie. So Bunyan really having his way, though. You can see his effect. He's carrying the puck a lot. He's really controlling the game on offense, and he makes some sick passes. So you guys will notice, if you watch this series enough, I'm a two-way forward, but the way I play is more like a playmaker. And that's how I play in EASHL. I always try to set up Keegan, who's usually playing left wing, or if we've got someone playing right wing, I'm usually trying to be a pass-first player, and that's really just because that's kind of where my skill set is. I'm not great at, doing a bunch of fancy dekes and trying to, make the goalie miss and all that stuff. I'm really just better at sort of finding holes in the ice and finding passing lanes. And I don't know why. It's just sort of, when I picked up the game, it's sort of what I was good at, and that's sort of what my game style is. So this game I ended up finishing with 1 goal and 4 assists, and I think all 4 were primary assists. So really good stuff there to Bunyan in his first game as the Generals pick up the 6-3 victory. And you can see, I don't know who's sending these messages to us. I guess it's either the GM of the team or the coach or whatever, but whoever it was, very pleased with us after game number 1. So now we're taking on the Quebec Remparts here in game number 2 in Oshawa. Another home game here for the Generals. So you can see Bunyan getting recognized for his performance in the last game. 1 goal and 4 points. Those 5 points lead the team now. And here we go in the first period, speeding things up after a nice defensive play. Carrying it into the zone is Dalcall. He gets it back to Bunyan now. Bunyan brings this one towards the middle of the ice, feeds it to Dalcall, and he scores! So kind of a weak goal let up by the Quebec goalie, but we'll take it. Dalcall gets the Generals on the board, and they lead 1-0. And then here we go. That was a nice pass, but unfortunately saved by the goalie. Now Bunyan's got it again. Really no one coming over. Now someone from Quebec comes over, but Bunyan makes a miss, and then an in-and-out move there. He tried to go backhand, forehand. Unfortunately, a good save by the goalie, but there is a goal for Bunyan in the final minute of the first period. Great maneuver right there with 1.6 seconds left on the clock. So after that first period, I decided to switch the game style up to hardcore because I thought too much scoring was going on. I thought I was having too easy of a time just controlling the puck and getting good goal scoring opportunities. So I turned it on to hardcore, and the difference was immediately felt. You're going to see just frankly, not as high of a succession rate on some good attempts. And, you know, Bunyan still able to control the game, carry the puck. Another nice move there, a nice pass, but that one was saved by the goalie. And then again, nice move there, tries to feed that one across. You can see those cross creases. I kind of play like you might want to play in NHL. I go for a lot of, or I should say EASHL. I go for a lot of cross creases. This was a weak goal let up by the goalie. This should not have been a goal. Take a look at the replay. I kind of went to go wrap around here, which really doesn't work offline, but Zachary Foucault there, one of the top goalie prospects in the NHL for the Montreal Canadiens, just lets up a weak 5-hole goal there. So we got a 3-0 lead now. Later in the game, I take a high-sticking penalty, but it would not matter. The Generals go on to win this game 3-0. A shutout is pitched by Appleby, our goalie. So a great performance. He would be the first star of the game, but Bunyan would be the second star of the game with a pair of goals and another assist. So another good performance there from Percy Bunyan, and he is looking good through the first 2 games, looking like he's going to be a very high draft pick. Now remember, I'm playing on Superstar Hardcore, so for those of you that think the game is too easy or that you know, I'm scoring too much, frankly, this is as hard as I can make the game. So I'm pretty much doing all I can to make it fair and balanced. Trust me, I don't want unrealistic stats in this thing as much as the next guy. I am big on realism in any series I do, any mode I play. So trust me, I'm not trying to cheat the game and play on a lower difficulty. I just played NHL 15 a lot, and I'm kind of good at offline NHL now. So anyway, we make a nice defensive recovery there, get a steal, and then coming down the other end, I tried to feed that one across. It comes right back to me. I'm jamming away, but a good stop by the goalie there. That was a great opportunity. The cross crease might have even been a better opportunity, but that one bounced right back to me, and I thought I had an open net there, but a good save by the goalie. And then we get the puck again, and this time I just sort of fired on net, really didn't know where to go with it. The thing about playing on hardcore is I think it's going to help me practice for ASHL, which is really what I care about. You know, that's kind of my primary focus in NHL, but I think on hardcore you really have to make decisions a lot faster than you would otherwise. Oh, and this was crap here. I called for the pass, but I mean, Appleby, what was that pass? He passed it right to the defender. I mean, I was wide open. Look at me. I'm up the ice, I'm wide open, and he gives it right to him. That was not on me, my friends. That was on Appleby. But here we go now, coming down. We've got a 2-1-0. Oh, and I completely blow the pass there. Bad pass by Bunyan. Now here we go, coming on the right side, coming through. Oh, a nice pass across, but unfortunately saved by the goalie here. So Bunyan having a lot tougher of a time in this game, as you can see. Like I said, the difference in playing on hardcore was felt right away. It's still only a 1-0 game here. Kelowna is on top here, and then I'm going to get this one in front of the net, but I can't corral it. That would have been a nice goal scoring opportunity. I could have made a nice backhand or a forehand backhand there, but unfortunately could not corral that puck. And then I go back across to Tobias Lindberg, but Lindberg does not even shoot the puck. Looks like he was probably behind the net by the time he got that. And then I'm in front again. I got a goal scoring opportunity, but I can't put it home. I try for the wraparound, no luck. Now late in the third period, still a 1-0 game. We need a goal desperately here. Try to feed that one across. Unfortunately, it was to no avail. So anyway, now on the defensive end, Boynton, I'm going to go to the penalty box once again, so a bad game gets worse, and the Rockets go home with the victory. 1-0 is the final score. So the Oshawa Generals finish round robin play with a record of 2-1. Not too bad, and fortunately for us, it would be enough to get us into the Memorial Cup, as you guys will see. So we're going to exit this game, no points, no assists, no goals, nothing for Percy Bunyan there. But anyway, we are the champs, so we will head straight to the Memorial Cup final, and we will play the winner of the Quebec Ramparts versus the Rimouski Oceanic. So 2-1 is apparently good enough to bypass the semifinals. We head right to the Memorial Cup finals, and we will be taking on the Rimouski Oceanic, the team we played in game number 1. The team Bunyan had a goal and 4 assists against, of course playing on a different game style, so it should be a different game here, but definitely a level of confidence heading into this game. We knew we'd beaten this team in the past. We've beaten them in this arena, and I think we've got a great chance to take home the Memorial Cup, which is basically the Stanley Cup of junior hockey for those who do not know. And we make a nice move there early in the first period. Nice little toe drag, but a better save by the goalie. Now Bunyan bring it up along the right end board, circles it back from the slot, fires and scores. Really not from the slot there. I should have said from the dot, but he scores on the slap shot. What a goal from Bunyan. And I'm glad to see that that is in this game, because one thing I noticed from the EASHL 16 beta was you really couldn't snipe. And then take a look at this crap. I tried to feed this one up the boards to Michael Dalcall. He does not corral it, and of course it hurts my team play because that's icing on me. But anyway, later in the first period, coming back down full steam ahead. Here we go, firing it across. Lindbergh scores! So 2-0 now. The Generals with the first 2 goals of the game in the first period, and a good finish by Lindbergh gets, or nets, I should say, Bunyan the primary assist. A big check there. Now Bunyan bringing it up, loses it, but gets it back. Gets knocked down though, but we're going to get it right back here on the good forecheck. So I'm protecting the puck here. Watch this pass off the boards to Lindbergh, to Dalcall. His shot saved, rebound, score! Bunyan is there to hammer home the rebound, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Generals. So a great start here, despite being outshot 19-6 in the first period. We have a 3-0 lead, and then a breakaway opportunity, but to no avail. Good stop by the goalie. I am complete crap on breakaways. I pretty much only have one move, and that is to go backhand forehand, and it does not work. Or I can go forehand backhand. There's really no other moves I try to do in a breakaway. Like I said, not the best with the skill stick or anything, but you can see a big check here, and Jan Kostelek takes exception, the defenseman for the Rimouski Oceanic, so he is going to try and fight Percy Bunyan here, but Bunyan kind of gets knocked down here, but then comes back 1, 2, 3 right hands, and he knocks out Kostelek. So both will go to the box and serve 5-minute majors, but Bunyan certainly with the advantage there in that fight. He comes away the victor, and you get a good shot of his really awkward looking blonde beard there, but that's just sort of the character. And then I feed that one across, and Lindbergh is there. He puts that one home. Another assist for Bunyan. He's got 2 on the day, 2 goals and 2 assists so far, and Lindbergh was 1 goal away now from a hat trick. And look at this puck control from Bunyan, bringing this one in, and I avoid another defender. Then I feed this one across, but unfortunately Dalcall could not hammer that one home. Still a great play, I thought, from Bunyan. And now holding the puck once again. Like I said, this is just what I do, guys. This time I actually tried to shoot that one. I went backhand forehand, but to no avail. Good stop at the goalie. Now I'm going around the net here. I'm going to feed this one across, and that one is tipped in front by Lindbergh, and Lindbergh's got the hat trick. That one definitely shouldn't have been a goal, but Lindbergh there to tip that shot. It looked like it was going right to the pads of the goalie there from Dalcall, but Lindbergh was there to tip that one home. And then a nice breakaway opportunity, but could not put that one home. And then another opportunity on the power play, but to no avail. Still a 6-1 lead, though. This game is well in hand. And then take a look at Costa, like he wants to fight Bunyan again. What is this? Did you not see your ass get dropped the first time? Come on. Anyway, after our last shift here, game simulates. The clock hits 0, and the Oshawa Generals are Memorial Cup champions. Yes, sir. The Oshawa Generals get it done, led by Percy Bunyan. His goal in junior hockey was done. Of course, everyone wants to win a Memorial Cup when you play junior hockey, and you don't get a lot of opportunities to, because you can't play junior hockey for too long. That's why they call it junior hockey. It's not professional. So anyway, we would raise the cup there. There is our captain, the defenseman, number 3, Brown. I'm not sure what his first name is. I honestly didn't even look at the Oshawa roster before this episode. I probably should have. But oh well, Brown raises it high above his head, and you can see the boys gather around for a team picture. But you're going to notice something missing from this picture. There's no black man with a blonde beard. I don't see Percy Bunyan anywhere. What is going on? And of course you got the scoreboard still up there. I mean, NHL 16, shaking my head. Seriously, you can't put Bunyan in the team picture. You can't even get the NBCSN overlay off there when we're taking the picture. Come on. Whatever. I'm not going to bitch and moan too much. So 2 goals and 3 assists for Bunyan in that final. And you can see he gets a congratulations on behalf of the Oshawa Generals. And he's projected to go anywhere between number 1 and number 3 in the draft. After his stellar performance in the Memorial Cup, I wouldn't be surprised if he got drafted number 1 overall. So here we go. You have been drafted by number 1. It's the Edmonton Oilers. Yes, they have selected Percy Bunyan over Connor McDavid. Unbelievable. So Bunyan enters the league with a ton of expectations. think about it, if he's going over Connor McDavid, he's got to be viewed as even better than Connor McDavid, which means he's more than a generational talent. He is like an all-time talent. That is how much the Oilers think of Percy Bunyan. They drafted him #1 overall, and we are ready to kick off our NHL career with the preseason. That is going to be in the next episode, so I thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and as always, I'm out. Peace.